guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is Saturday and it's an amazing, beautiful Saturday. I think in the morning it was probably in the 50s when I woke up, and now it feels like we're in the 60s and it's amazing. So but it's been raining. So yesterday it was raining, non-stop rain. It's like, where's all this rain coming from? We're not supposed to be having rain right now in November. So anyways, so that's what's happening. I took some cuttings. So what I'm going to be doing now is putting them in some dry soil and putting them in my greenhouse to root. Also, the plants that I trimmed, they need to go in my greenhouse so that if it rains, the water does not go into the cut of the stem, because then it will rot my plant. Also, you'll hear lots of wind chimes, and kids playing outside because my kids are taking advantage that it is a beautiful day and they're actually using the trampoline, which is a good thing. They don't usually get to use the trampoline because it's too hot. So yeah, I'm just trimming some things that are like flopping over and stuff. These were all overgrown out of the container and they were touching the ground, and I kind of don't like that, so I decided to cut it. But yeah, I mean, this is very, very long, so I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna have this is like lots of propagation. Do I want to propagate this much? I have no idea. I have an abundance of this plant, so yeah, so we'll just have to see what I do. See, like that's so cute. So I don't know, I might cut this and put it in a pot and just let it grow, because it does have like some root right here on the side. So I think that's what I'm going to do with that one. And then I have another one here growing. I could probably do the same thing as well, because I want this one to be upright. It'll grow anyways. It will grow. Oopsie. So yeah, I can just take this and cut it here, let it callus over, place it on dry soil. I don't even have to callus over because I'll just place it on top of dry soil in my greenhouse. While it, dries up and roots, and then I can just keep it outside after that. I haven't had real issues with this plant outside, as long as it's been the roots have time to settle in. So here, normally this is our time for planting right now, but I don't know, I've been a little bit iffy about that because it's been raining so much, so it's like I don't think so. Yeah, you're gonna hear screaming. I have girls, and man, do they like to scream when they're playing around. There they go. But it's good. It's good to hear that. They're getting older, I'm getting older, and then they'll be, by the time you know it, they'll be just too busy for that. They'll be in high school, then college, and it will be gone that time. So yeah, just laying it right on top of the soil. I'm sorry, I'm out of frame because this took up so much space, but I'll show you guys. Hopefully, let me see, I can tilt it forward a little bit for you. There we go. There we go, that's better. So yeah, I'll show you. Look, it was already this was on top of the rocks, so it was already going into the rocks. Yeah, I would not consider this plant sensitive, only because I have not had any issues. These are the same ones that are currently on my fence that they've been there already for, I want to say, almost 3 years. I'm not 100% sure. Let's see. So yeah. There's another one that looks just like it, so I am a little bit undecided if this is California Sunset or the other one, Sorrento, something Sorrento. Look at all these things. I wish I didn't have to worry about, like, if I wanted to throw this somewhere and I wanted it to actually grow, not have to worry about it. But unless it's in the front. In the front, I probably wouldn't have to worry about it, because in the front I have an overhang. But I have other plants growing there, so I don't know, I don't want that. Look, this pot is already full. I'll have to see if I can squeeze these in. And they propagate very well. Just make sure that the stem is touching the soil, and that's all I need. I hope you guys are taking time for yourself and enjoying, or with your family, and enjoying something you like to do, or the weather, whatever it is. We went fishing last night very spontaneously. We decided to go fishing at the pier at 7:30. By the time we got ready and got the fishing gear ready, it was like, we got there, I believe 8:30, and we caught some fish. So yeah, we have fresh fish for tonight. That was fun. I caught the most fish, and I was the first one to start catching as well. So yeah, my husband was not too happy about that. That I was the one catching all the fish. So this is all set, nice and full, and ready to go in my greenhouse to root. More, not of this, but this other plant that I do not know the name of. I'm very unaware of the name. Hold on, I'm trimming those little plants that I told you that I wanted to trim. These are a bunch of the free pots that I got from my brother. Look at that. What am I gonna do with all that? Some mesh down there. We're getting lots of wind here. So I saw this plant at Lowe's, and I told you guys that, I believe I told you I didn't have it, but I was looking and I did have it, and I was like, oh look, I do have it. So these had grown tall, and the stem couldn't hold their weight, so they started to flop over. And then when they flopped over, when they were like this, the head or the tip, whatever you wanted to call it, started to turn, trying to find the light. So that's why I trimmed it. I'll show you right here. With this one, you can really see it. And in the past, when I've had this happen, it will correct itself with some other, like my caliculays have corrected themselves when when I adjust it. It does correct itself, so hopefully it does. See, this one is slightly turned this way, and yes, that bothers me. Ooh, I wanted to talk to you guys about something. Have you guys heard about the Enneagram test? It's an Enneagram test where you go in there, and I guess you can call it a personality test, and you answer the questions, and it will tell you about yourself. And I was a little skeptical when people were telling me about it, so I was like, okay, yeah, but once I did it and I was reading, I'm like, wow, this is a lot like me. So it shares the positive and the negative, and how to help overcome those negatives. So I am a 1, and a 1, they want to do the right thing. They have fear of doing the wrong thing. They have fear of being considered bad, and they're also try to be perfectionist. So I sometimes will say that I have OCD, but I try not to say that on YouTube or anything like that, because I do not want to diminish that word. I know that there's people that have that are diagnosed with that for real, but I've never been diagnosed. But there's things that bother me, and then it's other people have told me, oh, you have OCD, so that's why I've thought about it and stuff like that. But I don't think it's that. I think it's maybe part of my personality of things. So that's why things that are incorrect kind of bother me. So this being tilted like this, that bothers me. Anyways, look into it. See if you might want to do the test and read to see what you got and see if that describes you. It's called the Enneagram. I think it's just Enneagram test. I'll link it down below, and it's just very interesting to see what it's like. So yeah, I'm curious to know what you guys think, if it described you or if it didn't. I'm sure it's not perfect, but yeah, there'll be some things. But yeah, you can just learn about yourself. And also, a lot of people are using this as with their relationship. So they both take it and then they read it, and then they kind of understand each other better and have a little bit more understanding of why the person behaves the way they do. So that's it. That's enough about that. Oh, and there's a podcast about it, so if you guys want to look it up, you can do that too. But I'm done talking about that. I'm gonna continue to pot. So this one is done. Let me go get some more. So now I have these right here. I don't recall the name of that. I don't know if it's like a type of Pachiveria. I'll show you in a second. I cut that a couple of days ago when I was messing around in the greenhouse cleaning it. So these are Calistover. See? Pretty. I don't know if these are meant to grow tall. They always grow tall, even in the greenhouse with all the sun. So yeah, one has already rooted, and then the other one has not. So yeah, that's it. That's simple. That's gonna go in the greenhouse. And then I have these Echeverria Black Prince. Those are babies from the big one that I have in the greenhouse. I also took them off that day that I was cleaning the greenhouse, and they have roots as well. If you can see it. No? So that is that. Very easy. Just push it in there. Just for now, while it roots, I don't have to, but just because of the way the weather is, I'm going to go ahead and put it inside the greenhouse. So I think that's all I'm going to propagate for now. I'll continue to propagate other days, just letting stuff callus over so that I can take it out of the greenhouse and continue. But let me show you what I'm going to do. I only ever use this to water my plants. But today I have rainwater and some neem oil in there. So I believe it is, can't remember if it's a tablespoon. I believe it says a tablespoon per gallon. I can't recall because I have the instructions inside the house and I pulled it off. So, but yeah, this is neem oil. A lot of people use it on Instagram, especially. I have black spots on many of my plants, and I'm planning on treating it with that. I had a few people ask me to do a video on it, so this is what I'm going to use, and then I'll update you guys if it works. I can't explain why some of my succulents have black spots and some don't. It's just pretty weird. It looks like a fungus. I don't think it's sun damage at all. I think it is rain fungus. I mean, rain fungus. I think it is fungus. So yeah, I have it over there. This one, thankfully my like Echeverias and stuff like that does not have those spots. Especially in the new propagated let's see, the new propagated these. I didn't know we were supposed to be getting so much rain. like we have had, and many of the leaves have fallen on this plant, but it's not a big deal. It's gonna come back. What bothers me is the black spots. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it is like water spots. I have no idea, but I'm gonna treat it, and yeah, I'm just gonna treat it for now and see what happens, and then I'll be able to update you guys. And it doesn't matter whether it was recently propagated or not, because I have other plants that have been potted for a long time, and they'll still get like those random black spots. See them right there? So it could be water or not, but it's just, I don't know, it's kind of hard to accept that it is water. Here I have it there. So I'll be treating it and then seeing what happens from there. So, and this is a very good way to treat it rather than a spray bottle, because this will be a mist. And then what it does is it like, you can cover more and kind of like have more product to spray around. I'm gonna go ahead and spray it all over my plants, even though, right, it's been raining, but they're already wet, so I don't think it's gonna do anything. So we're not having any strong sun at this time, so this is why this is okay. We have wind, it's cold out. They're already wet, so I don't think it's going to cause any more damage regarding them being wet. Now, if it was sunny, I don't think I would be spraying my plants like this. I'm talking about sun in the 80s and 90s, because definitely then the watermarks would definitely hurt the plant. So yeah, so I'm just letting you know, don't do this in a day that's super sunny. Just go ahead and do it like an overcast day, or maybe I don't know, in the afternoon when it's not going to be the sun beaming on your plants. Or if you could move your plants into the shade, that would be great. You could do that too. So yeah, I just wanted to let you know that. Don't want you to burn your plants. So I treated that one. This one, like I said, not all of them have it, just some. This is also good for mealybugs. It says it on there that it kills mealybugs, so a lot of people use it for that as well. I have a cactus over there, and it's got some type of, I don't know if it's a type of like scale bug that's causing it to look the way it looks, but I saw that, so I'm going to treat that as well. I think that's it for here. I'll treat this here, right here, because sometimes it's got some like scale looking bugs. Oh, this one, I don't know what's wrong with this one. Okay, that's completed. I think everything here is okay. I'm coming over to, I still don't know. So these flapjacks, on one point of their life when they were smaller, they did turn red for me, but after that they've never turned red again. And normally the weather, like the cool temperature time and change like that, will make it would cause it to change colors, but for some reason it has not. This here was some damage that Maxie caused. I believe it was her, but I haven't, as you can see, addressed it again. I left it there. Oh, so here, you see that damage right there? So that's new. I've never seen that before. So I'm just gonna go ahead and treat it. My flowers, I missed them. I didn't get to see them open up. Yeah, I don't know what is doing that on here, but I'm gonna treat that. There's some white. I wonder if it's some type of there's white stuff. There's something called something spider, white spider, I think. I don't know if it's called that. But yeah, that's totally weird. So I'm gonna just spray that all over. On the back. I'm so sorry for the angles. See, ooh, in my face. Thank you, wind. I don't know what that is. I'll probably brush it off another day once it's dry. I'll probably brush that off. Okay, I did that. What else? I think that's all that needed to be currently treated. Let me see. So maybe it is water. I don't know. I have this one. This one's looking good here. It does have some marks. I don't know. A little bit of marks, but not as much as the other ones. This has been here for a long time already. See, I do have more of that plant. See how pretty it is? I just didn't remember because this is for, like, that's not that old. So here I am again with this one. My poor Echeveria did not look like this. It did not have all these marks, and now it does. So yeah, I need to treat this like aggressively to see if it goes away. I don't know what else to do to this. When it rained last night, I'm not soaking the soil or anything like that. I'm just doing this. It's not gonna do anything to the plant. I feel like this is way better than using a spray bottle. You could cover more. It's just a shame that this is the way it is. It already had this damage, but I mean, it has a lot of new growth, and the new growth has the same damage. So I'm just trying to avoid it from continuing the damage. Okay, I think I soaked it all up. Look at that. Look at how pretty she is. You so pretty, girl. Look at you. With your fabulous long locks. So pretty. I need to do something with this. I fear that if it continues to like go all into the ground, I'm gonna lose some. I'll probably also, maybe I'll propagate some of those too, but that's such a big pot to move. I cannot move that after. So what I'll have to do is I have to check the weather, and if in the next couple days there's no rain, I'll go ahead and propagate. I think that's my plan. This has some dark spots there. Just make sure. It's not going to hurt the plant whether it has anything or not. So it'll be okay. Okay guys, I think that I am done for today with my video. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all the amazing comments. I appreciate you guys taking time to watch my videos and comment on them. Thank you so much. I'll remind you that everything that I do is just a learning process. I just started a few years ago collecting. There's always a lot to learn. Some things work, some things don't work. And sometimes plants are just finicky, and that's it, you know? someone may do exactly what you do and not have success, and you have success, and you wonder why. It's just, I don't know, it's just like that. That's just how it is. Some plants are just like that. So yeah. Quick question, real quick. Does anybody know what this is? It's not a weed. My mother-in-law brought this, a little piece from Cuba, and it has grown really big. And my daughter, my youngest daughter, tells me how much she loves it, and I'm like, yeah, but I don't know the name. I wish I knew the name. So if anybody out there knows it, if you're from Cuba, or if your parent, family, any member is from Cuba, show them this plant and ask them what it is. I would love to know. Thank you guys. Have a blessed day. Bye.